trusting people to handle themselves, as long as it's not harming other people. And so, I think just trying to show each other a lot of grace, because like, it's tough out there, y'all. The world's, I'm 31, I'm still young, but like, boy, I've been an adult long enough to know, oof, it's tough out there. So I think showing just general grace and kindness to other people, like, I've said it a couple times about, they will know we are Christians by our love, but I think that I can get really easily caught up in the minutiae and the details and the interpretation of the scriptures. I think sometimes we just need to step back and go, oh, is this loving and kind? Myself too. Like I said earlier about like how I'm kind of circling back to, wait a minute, hold on, what do I think about this? I had something else and then I lost it, give me a second. And also, like, that does apply to queer people. Like, I will say, conversation that I have a lot with people is, I don't get this pronoun thing, right? Like, I get them wrong, I'm so sorry. The fact that you're trying at all, I promise we can tell a difference between I'm trying and getting it wrong and I'm not trying at all. And so a lot of us, you're gonna run into a couple who are like, those aren't my pronouns, you got it wrong, you're such a jerk. But most of us are gonna be like, no, we get it. Like, I still call myself by my dead name and my wrong pronouns, and I've been doing this for 3 years. So like, I think baseline, we just all need to kind of give each other a break and accept that we're somewhere on this journey. I think leaning into the hard questions and putting ourselves in the paths of people who are different than us, because with social media especially, it is so easy for it to be an echo chamber. There are channels of my social media that I do cater to being an echo chamber for myself because the world is kind of a dumpster fire sometimes. But I have to be very aware of that. And I have to remember to kind of check myself sometimes. It can be really easy for me to just like have all these cool queer friends and forget that the world's scary out there. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point, but I think generally just giving each other that grace and patience and also giving that to ourselves. But continuing pushing forward and asking those hard questions. I think the fact that there's this many of you in this room having this conversation and that, that we're still here doing this, it shows that we're on the right path. Yeah, I hope that answers that.
Gandalf. That's not real.
I would say the healing process, maybe 4 years on my own. I had experience with all sorts of ministry stuff, experience with all sorts of like personal growth, motivations. I had a business degree. I had like ministry, like a couple big seminary degrees. And I just couldn't figure out how to like get past things. So I was just trying to figure out myself, and I'm going to play this part of the next song, which is kind of the Nate's working on himself song. So. Call it destructive, I'd say I'm lucky. I'd ruptured my internal affair. My heart was broken, I needed a new one, new one, new one, new one. I'll be in the basement making repair.
This song's called You're Gonna Make It, and it goes out to everybody that's ever dealt with mental illness, anybody that's ever been betrayed or abandoned by somebody you love, and anybody that's ever wondered if they were gonna live to see the next day and they held on and they made it. This song goes out to you. Life's a fight, never stop fighting. Survival itself is an act of defiance. So keep going, keep making it. This song's called You're Gonna Make It. Hold your head up, I'm gonna make it.
festival for the last like 4 years. We were booked out the last 3, I think. COVID happened. I got married, which to be fair is a good reason, yes. And then last year I got sick the night before we were supposed to leave. So it is really cool to be here, and it's such an honor to be here.
when you're tired and tired. The same old shit when you're tired and tired. The same old shit when you're tired and tired. The same old shit when you're tired and tired. The same old shit. Can we get
easier to drink.
This one's come right here though.
Take a picture before how skinny I am, and then after I got one.
Get those dogs down that way. Hey, the counters, you guys ready? We're heading up. Alright. Mark, set, go! Faster than that.
Take a drink of water. I'm pacing myself. I don't want to hurt myself.
He's just here.
You're not going to get to 35 like that.
Red coffee. Oh my God.
London, dude.
Push yourself, London. The bun set. Don't get on the hot dog.
Yeah, there you go. Making me gag. Okay.
Doesn't matter, you got this.
Nearly threw up. Hurry up.
That's your boy.
Who's gonna chug first?
Who's gonna choke first?
He's grown. Chad.
Woo!
Come on, Pam.
Push it, Pamela.
Get it, girl! Oh. We got a hurler! Do it! Hurl! You can do it!
Turn around and hold the crab.
It's right behind you.
Everybody better back up.
Is he gonna hurl? Right behind you.
Come on, Pam. Finish the last of the hot dog.
Just finish.
Feel bad about it later.
What do you got, Pamela?
6. Don't you want to prove Dry wrong? 6.
Shut up! I don't want to
Prove him wrong.
We got 8.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to smash. You got a minute 10. No.
Woo! Did you tap out? How many did you eat? How many?
8 and a half.
8 and a half. Woo!
You can keep now. 3 hot dogs. Slightly cute on the left side.
This is the new project. Decided to do. I figured Audiofeed would be a great place to debut it at because the idea of however it's worded, people of different beliefs coming together and having conversations. So this project is called Chalklines. a simple thing that comes to mind, and when I chose it is a line is just a line. It goes from there to here, and that's more what this project's going to be about. Where Deserting That Flesh is kind of like, here's where I'm at on this issue right now. Here's how I'm thinking I'm at. This is more of a line of like the story of where I came from, and where I got to here. Just like traveling to the festival, we all came.
Thank you all so much. It's such an honor to be able to come back and hang out. I think, in some way, shape, or form, I've actually played every audio feed that's happened, and I think that makes me really old, but thank you all, honestly, so much. You know, a lot happened over COVID, a lot happened for a lot of us, and I know a lot of us didn't know if we'd even play music again, so it's really awesome to be back out here, to be back reunited with family.
This is I got you more. Shit. It's free over there. My wife and I have this long, elaborate TED Talk we're really proud of. It gets better every day. But all of our stuff is free. It was not free to make. I've destroyed most of my adult life and all of my economic ability to produce this. It is immeasurably dumb. But we think it's worth it, so we'll see in the end. But yeah, it's a gift. We really love Jesus. And if you don't, I'm not fucking afraid of you. I'm afraid of you because I'm insecure sometimes. But yeah, if you don't let that be weird. If you're interested in it, you can just have something. You can have as much as you need. We're really so privileged to give. I was thinking about that a lot today. I have so many things to say. But yeah, I'm just really grateful to have an opportunity to give. If you're unfamiliar with Christian teaching, we talk a lot about dying to ourselves, but when the time comes to put your hand down and get a nail through it, we all kind of got a lot of reasons of the places we got to be. And so that's not dying on a cross, but it is free, and we're glad to give it, hopefully in the same spirit. Can't help but wonder what Jesus ate, what he drank, how he passed the hours of walking, what he talked about with all of those prostitutes and tax collectors and lepers. Can't help but thinking some of it must have been beer or baseball, discussions of Milwaukee microbrews or the Mets, or how nothing's been the same since the steroids. At some point, the conversation must have shifted to Katie Couric, or That's So Raven, or How I Met Your Mother, perhaps even to Syria or Iraq.
So Andrew Pickett is close by. Andrew Pickett has directed 2 videos for Ping. You may have seen them. He directed a video for shoot, what was the first one?
if they're there, you can hear them.
There's Jim. He was talking with us.
We'll see you
There's
guys
Hans. He
tomorrow.
was talking about stuff.
It was sweet.
There's Elphie,
With
who wasn't
Hans.
talking about nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And me.
Everything's